You buy a touchless soap dispenser for one obvious reason: hygiene. You want to clean up without pressing down and smearing grease or mud onto a pristine pump head that the next person has to touch. But the reality of the market rarely lives up to that promise. Most buyers end up wrestling with clogged nozzles, batteries that die mid-pump, and sticky puddles of soap ruining their countertops. That leaves you stuck between two frustrating choices. You can either pay a massive premium for a high-end designer model, or roll the dice on a cheap plastic alternative and hope it lasts past the summer. To fix this, we need to abandon the search for an absolute best overall dispenser. Instead, we have to evaluate these devices by matching their specific mechanical designs to the exact rooms and routines where they will actually live. Getting the right automatic dispenser means prioritizing your daily habits, whether you're scrubbing dishes or washing a toddler's hands, over raw technical specifications. If we look at the high-end bathroom environment, the simplehuman liquid sensor pump sits as the definitive benchmark for premium aesthetic durability. It is built from brushed stainless steel and sealed with an IP67 waterproof rating. This construction actively resists the fingerprint grime and long-term water damage that normally degrades cheaper plastic models sitting next to a wet sink. The sensor controls volume through proximity. A close hand yields a small drop, a distant hand yields a heavy dose. However, until you master this spatial curve, erratic hand movements risk triggering massive soap puddles when you only want a quick rinse. There is also a hidden ongoing cost. While you can technically use any liquid, achieving that flawless, drip-free performance practically requires buying simplehuman's specific proprietary branded soap refills. You do get excellent power management in return. A magnetic charging puck attaches directly to the base, delivering up to 3 months of battery life without forcing you to constantly hunt for disposable batteries. A $70 investment makes complete sense to keep a master bathroom looking pristine. But that high cost and reliance on premium soap makes it a terrible return on investment for a messy, high-traffic kitchen sink. The kitchen sink demands a completely different approach. Here, you need high volume capacity, compatibility with heavy dish soaps, and rugged durability to handle daily cooking messes. That is where the PZOTRUF dispenser excels. It features a massive 17-ounce transparent reservoir, drastically reducing the number of times you have to stop and refill it. You gain months of zero-maintenance reliability by running it on 4 standard AA batteries. The trade-off is accepting the ongoing cost of buying replacements instead of simply plugging it in to recharge. You also have to accept a physical, spatial trade-off. Holding that much soap requires dedicating a significantly larger, bulkier footprint on an already crowded countertop. If you need an alternative workhorse specifically engineered to handle thick dish soaps, the HOP Baby dispenser answers that call. A core vulnerability of kitchen dispensers is heavy-duty dish soap building up inside narrow internal tubes, eventually blocking the channel. HOP Baby resolves this with a built-in flush mode. Double pressing the power button runs a 20-second water cycle, violently clearing those stubborn clumps and restoring flow. The catch is manual intervention. The machine will not do this automatically. You have to actively remember to run this maintenance cycle periodically to keep the motor from failing. It also includes a 3-level adjustable dispensing system. You can map the fast, low-volume setting for quick kid hand washing and the slower, high-volume setting specifically for heavily soiled pots and pans. Prioritizing raw capacity and dedicated maintenance features creates the perfect kitchen utility tool, provided you are willing to accept a bolting device and commit to running manual cleaning cycles. Moving into kids' washrooms and tight bathroom spaces shifts our evaluation entirely. These environments are dominated by foaming mechanisms and aggressive budget pricing. Here, the LAO POW and IPA dispensers emerge as the strongest budget-friendly foaming alternatives on the market. Foaming soap offers a distinct mechanical advantage. It requires significantly less actual liquid product per wash, and the pre-lathered texture rinses off hands much faster than a standard gel. This visualization shows the required chore of these systems. You cannot just pour standard liquid soap straight in. Filling sequentially with 1 part dense liquid soap and 4 parts water is required. You must actively dilute it to achieve the correct consistency. If you accept that minor prep work, the IPA delivers extraordinary granular control. It features 6 distinct foam volume settings, plus a dedicated 10-second continuous flow mode for deeper cleaning tasks. The IPA also includes a major structural advantage. its native capability for a wall-mounted installation. Moving the device off the sink completely clears the countertop. In a small, crowded bathroom, eliminating that footprint is a critical benefit. The trade-off for that clean look is the installation process. You have to commit to applying a semi-permanent adhesive or drilling hardware directly into your bathroom tile or drywall. The most aggressive factor here is the price. The IPA fan costs under $15, successfully trading the high-end metals and massive batteries of premium models for lightweight plastics and a smaller 1200 mAh capacity. These budget foaming dispensers offer an unbeatable feature-to-price ratio for family environments. You simply have to be willing to manage the soap dilution process and accept lighter build materials. Finding the perfect automatic soap dispenser comes down to ignoring the marketing hype. Your choice is dictated entirely by the intended room, your spatial constraints, and the specific substance you need to dispense. If you prioritize aesthetic integration, flawless durability, and hands-free volume control, and you have no strict budget constraints, the simplehuman liquid sensor pump is your choice. If you require a high-capacity, low-refill workhorse specifically designed to dispense thick, heavy dish soap at the kitchen sink, grab the PZOTRUF. If you need a zero-footprint, kid-friendly foaming option with maximum features for under $15, the wall-mounted IP fan is the clear winner. The only reason to avoid those budget foaming models is if you refuse the manual chore of mixing soap ratios every time you refill. Shifting your focus away from raw technical specifications to matching the exact physical environment is the only reliable way to guarantee a successful purchase.